Okay. Well, welcome everyone. I want to thank you all for coming to today's part-time franchise investment opportunity presentation with Decalash. We apologize that yesterday we had some technical difficulties. GoToWebinar, their website was down, so we were unable to launch the broadcast. So we appreciate you all coming back today and being part of this presentation. So first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Paige Nickel. I'm with a company called Frannet, and Frannet is a franchise consulting company that helps people find and research franchises. We are a free service, and we work with about 200 different companies. And one of the companies we work with, and one of the premier companies, is a company called Decalash, and it is a part-time franchise investment opportunity that we'd like to introduce to you. Just to give you a little bit of background as to why we like this concept. First of all, it's a semi-absentee model. You can keep your full-time job and work about 10 to 15 hours a week in the studio. It's a recurring revenue membership model, so it's based on having members and knowing every month what kind of income you're going to be bringing into the program. A low cost to open the facility, about $284,000 in a small footprint. So it keeps the overhead low. Most of our clients are scaling this through multiple units. On average, our clients are choosing to start with 3 units. And they have a strong Item 19 audited earnings claim, which supports their model and the type of income that you can make. And that's in the franchise disclosure document. So that's just a few of the reasons why we like this concept. But one of the reasons that we want to present this to you is we want to have Heather McPherson come on and present the program to you and do the presentation. She's with Decalash, and so what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn the presentation over to Heather.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so very much, Paige. I truly appreciate this opportunity. And certainly a big thank you to all of you who have joined us today. And congratulations on just taking a small step in the direction of investigating business ownership. Of course, there's so much to learn and explore, and today I'm going to give you, as Paige had said, basically a 10,000-foot level view of Decalash. We won't be able to cover all of the topics, but if something sparks a little light in your thought process, contact your Frannet advisor, and we can set up a time to take a deep dive on all the really super important topics. So with that being said, let's kind of jump in. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing our founder, Jennifer Blair. It states, changing lives one lash at a time, and this truly is Decalash. We are changing lives of our franchisees, of our lash artists, and of course, our customers, giving them confidence through beautiful lashes that are affordable and accessible to all demographics. See if I can't get that slide to change. There we go. Whoops, a little too far there. Let's take it back. All righty. So our founder, Jennifer Blair, she really brings a lot to the table. With Decalash, we are considered an emerging brand. That simply means that we've only been offering this franchise for a short 3-year period, even though you can see from the timeline here, this journey began back in 2011 in Pittsburgh. Now, you Southern California people probably know that Pittsburgh, not the beautiful capital of the world. That's not where beauty comes from, more where you guys are. But honestly, this is where our office is located, is in Pittsburgh. Our founder, Jennifer Blair, has a background in beauty. That's where she came from, but also a mother of 4. So she spent a long time raising their children before she started this adventure. In fact, the name Deca is named after their 2 eldest daughters. The D is from Demi, and the KA is from Carly. Demi is actually one of our top lash artists over in our McMurray location, and Carly is participating in our customer service representatives when she's not in college classes. That being said, let's not forget the husband, Mr. Michael Blair. Oh man, this guy is pretty fantastic. I mean, he brings a master's degree in business, technology, and support from Carnegie Mellon University. Together, the two of them make a truly, truly huge power couple. And they found a need that was truly untapped in the market. And this was lash extensions. You can see from the timeline, together they opened their very first corporate location in 2013. After building on that concept for 2 years, even though the first location in McMurray was, I'm being nice, basically a C-type property, no signage, the Uber drivers will go right past it, there's horrible parking in the back. Even that was the case. Every one of those beds were full all the time. So it did so well that just after a year and a couple months, they went from one corporate store to 4. Pretty fantastic. Although they could have begun franchising at that point, the Blairs put a hold on it and said no. They didn't want to jump in without systems in place. They measure your business from anywhere with the processes set up, with the support staff in place, key hires in place. We reference this as the back end first mentality, a little unusual in the world of franchising. Fast forward today, even though our slide here says we have 61 units open, honestly, as of yesterday, we have 64. It's true. And with those units, we literally have 50 employees supporting the 64 units we have currently. We understand it's a little top heavy. However, mindfully, we want to make sure that we're prepared. We've got up to over 90 units that are going to be open by the end of this calendar year. Let's go ahead and change this. There we go. Let's talk a little bit about some of our team here. So first of all, let's talk a little about the industry itself. It's always been recession resistant, the beauty business, with lashes being the fastest growing segment in the $60 billion industry in the United States. A true explosion happened in 2014. And it's been trending up ever since. Lashes are now becoming mainstream. It's just normalized. In the last 10 years, over $45 million to the bottom line in lashes alone. And this is according to a report out by Google Trends, and they measured from 2004 to 2017. Well, here at Decalash, we are a membership model, as Paige had mentioned earlier. This means that your customers are paying a monthly fee that is measurable for this repeat business. With systems and processes in place, here you can measure how many members it takes to get to break even from month to month to month. As far as the demographic, we call it our sweet spot. It's really the age range of females between 20 and 50 years of age. Now, trust me, don't be mistaken. We have ladies from the young teens keeping up with their high school classmates to the busy moms needing time back in their day, on up to the more mature client who desires to feel confident and beautiful in their everyday routine of life. It's true. The number one reason we hear why lash extensions are so important to our customers is time. We're all busy, and the value of getting more time in the beginning of a day is priceless. No need for mascara. That could actually be harmful for your eyes. Or those messy false strip lashes you get from the drugstore. They take forever to put on, and the glue is a mess. It could be very harmful. However, even if you did get them on, they're heavy, they're uncomfortable, and even before the day is half over, they're already lifting on the corners. It's a mess. But with lash extensions, you wake up, you look awake, you look fantastic, a little lip color, and off to face your day. You can work out with these, you can live life feeling more confident and beautiful 24/7. Let's switch that slide. There we go. Oops. Let's go back one if we could. See if I can get it to go. Oops, other way. Other way. Come on, go back. This is not working very well. Maybe Paige, you can help me out here. This slide is not working. Yeah. Go back. Keep going back. One more. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much. There's many things that I want to touch on also on our team, but with that mindful back end first mentality, we have taken the time and the expense to build this mindfully, focusing on the best of the best in training and educating our lash artists with not just the application process of applying lash extensions, but truly the science behind it. There's no one in this space truly taking the time to educate and grow their lash artists. And this is completely Jennifer Blair's influence and passion of being the best of the best. So in addition to that, we're not only creating one, but three different career paths for these professionals. We have always been a lash company, and our HR model is conducive for the highest retention in the industry. Let's look at our leadership. I already mentioned I've been in franchising for 19 years, but all of our leadership collectively has over 100 years of experience in franchising alone. I mean, not only this, my COO, Gerald Tomasello, lives in Florida. He's got 3 units of Decalash in Atlanta. My vice president, Scott Hatter, he's got 3 units of Decalash also in Denver, Colorado. And my boss, CDO Michael Debenham, he's in the process of opening up a unit of Decalash with his sister. Where? In Alaska, believe it or not. I mean, this is something I have never seen in years and years of being in franchising, is all of the leadership believes so much and has so much passion for this semi-passive model that they all have units. It gives confidence to our franchisees. And one leg up, if you will, at getting from signing to doors open and to profitability very swiftly. So let's take a look at our studio. See if we can't get this to go to one over to see that. There you go. Beautiful. You know, some more key differentiators to share. Again, there's a lot, but we're super proud of this, the view of our studios. Very mindfully created for the customer's experience, focusing on all senses of sight, sound, scent, and feel. Our footprint is small. We're right around 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. Our largest location is 1,500 square feet, but really the sweet spot is 1,000 to 1,200. A small footprint. Open environment, as you can see, you're not behind closed doors. It's a very cool vibe, very easy to scale. In Decalash, we have our own aromatherapy, and you'll find this in every location that you go to. It's not like going to a perfume counter. It's really seriously just elegant, clean, and fresh. Our beds, now this is, again, Jennifer's big influence. Everybody uses those flat, uncomfortable massage tables. So what we do, we went through 14 prototypes to discover a bed that is the most comfortable for every single customer you serve. It is trademarked. People try to buy it all the time, but they can't. It's a Decalash bed. Another thing to touch on is the sound. We actually control the music. Not a single song repeats itself in 5 days, including holiday music. And of course, you know, that's for our lash artists, right? You can see also, if I can put your eyes towards the photo, there is a check-in. It's like a Genius Bar setting where it says check-in and you see that iPad there. We don't have receptionists, friends. It's almost, I mean, this is really a game changer. There's no costly receptionist that is going to be working for you. That's not a career path. Every single one of your employees are doers. They're all making you money. The phones don't ring. We actually have a customer service center that is located in our office in Pittsburgh. And so it's not disrupting the customer's overall experience at the studios. It's bilingual. It's open when you are. And this has saved our franchisees so much money by doing that. The final thing before I switch the slide is I want to mention our products. Our products are ours. We have our own labs, our own scientists. So it is the healthiest, cleanest product for lash extensions. There's no paraffins. Only at Decalash can you get these. Pretty fantastic. All right, let's move on to talking about the all-burning question. How much money can I make in this opportunity? Well, you'll see right here on the next slide, our item 19. And in our item 19, this is a pretty conservative item 19. Um, what you're seeing here in a nutshell with conservative numbers is after all expenses are used up and a 6-bed studio, the EBITDA is coming right around 90 to 91,000 on the numbers from last year. With our emerging brand, we're constantly innovating to increase the bottom line for our franchisees, cutting costs, adding additional income streams. We have a huge announcement coming October 1st that I cannot wait. That's going to really even make this that much better. But here's what I want you to hear loud and clear. Being that this is a membership model, very easy to measure, 84% of your business is in this membership. Well, 16% is going to be on product sales. Get this slide to change one more time, and we're going to talk a little bit about the investment, as Paige had mentioned earlier when we first got started. The investment is a small. We've got the low at $179,251. That would be if you would open a 4-bed Decollage location. And our largest one is an 8-bed Decollage. But as Paige had mentioned, the sweet spot is really a 6-bed studio, and it's ranging between $250 and $290, depending upon real estate in your market. And the next slide, kind of wrapping things up, a lot of people want to know, who are your franchisees? Who's buying a business that's a Lash business? Well, it's really all walks of life, as you can see on the next slide. The majority of our franchisees are men, believe it or not. Because why? They love systems. They love technology. They love support. It's so measurable. It's so scalable. We've got franchisees that own other franchises as well when they're looking for an amplifier brand to expand. I'll use Orange Theory as an example. They're sold out in the nation. The same customer that goes to Orange Theory is a Lash customer of ours. We have NFL football players. We have accountants. We have IT professionals, attorneys, you name it, all walks of life, power couples, husbands, wives, a brother, sister, mom and son, business partners that have been in business together for some time. So in a nutshell, that's a quick overview of Decollage. Paige?
Well, thank you very much, Heather. Now you can all see why we choose Decollage as one of the premier franchises that we present to our clients through FranNet. What are the next steps? I'm sure you all have a lot of questions and want to get those questions answered. We're not going to do that today on today's presentation, but one of the things that you can do is fill out our confidential personal franchise assessment. And this assessment lets us know a little bit more about your background, your personality, your goals, your financial capabilities. And that way we can match you up with Decollage or any other franchise that we may want to take a look at. So you'll all get a link to the PFA and be able to take that. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to take the PFA. And that way you can work with your representative in your market and work to find out which franchises are the right fit and get more questions answered on Decollage. So those are the next steps. You'll be all receiving a recording of today's presentation, and you will be able to work through going through that recording, work through going through the PFA, and then the local representative of FranNet in your market will contact you to see what questions you have and go from there. So Heather, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone attending today, and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.